beyond our control. There's a link in the comments. Click it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Click it. You're smarter than me. Come articulate your point, Mr. I'm further in life than you. You're an idiot in life. That's what you are. The space to give a different representation of black men, and I succeeded at that. What are you going to do? Everybody said, oh my God, I didn't even know you were a member. You know why? Because I carried myself like a grown man. Because I got more knockouts than both you combined. That's the fact. That's the fact. On Long Beach. But that's how stupid you are. You like a female, like an ignorant project female who think banging a hood is a sign of masculinity, and it's not. On Long Beach. On Long Beach. This is fact. Listen, more fades and more knockouts. I carried myself like a grown man. You could call your hardest nigga from wherever you from. I'ma say it to that nigga, he don't do shit. You could call your hardest nigga from wherever you from. I'ma say it to that nigga, he don't do shit. You know why? Because I carried myself like a grown man.
King Thomas, live from the comments, man. Well, today, we're gonna be bringing y'all Brandon from No Jumper, aka Boochie Bear. I went into Boochie live last night. You know, I told myself like live ain't it, you know. So I really haven't been going on live like that, you know, going on people live, trying to stay out the comments. You know, if I do peek in, you know, I just peek in, you dig. So Brandon had a lot to say, man. Brandon had a lot to say.
And this is the dumb, look, I love these dumb comments. You didn't succeed. You was in there talking about catching fades, trying to prove you was down. I ain't catching no fade to prove I'm down with nothing.
So yeah, man, Brandon had a lot to say last night, and it seemed to me that Brandon think that every black male that he come across is ghetto, a gang member, or somebody that worship gangs. And sorry, sir, that's really just not me. You can't put that jacket on me, you know. Malcolm X said, you can't whoop me with that stick, man. You can't beat me with that cause it don't hurt, bro. That's the wrong stick. Dig what I'm saying? Like, that ain't it. So like a hit dog will holler, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't have to holler cause you ain't hit me, my brother. You know? I got that from Toon. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna jump on your live, man. I'm not about to let you make content out of me, man. I'm smart enough not to do that, but you think I'm ignorant, but I just want to let you know how ignorant you are, my brother. I looked at the YouTube channel, man. You know, I pulled up view stats. I don't know if this is accurate. I hope for your sake it's not accurate, you know, but I see like why you begging for super chats on live, my brother. Like, that's distasteful, you know. You are a man that is of age and you got gray hair all over your face and all in your head, man. You shouldn't be on live begging for money, man, especially not when it's a white man making money off of you while you begging for money, brother. You know, it's just not a good look, especially not from a man who finds himself to be so intelligent and so in tune with the world around him.
Boss, let me ask you something. Do I still get paid in bologna sandwiches?
Yes, you will get paid in bologna sandwiches.
Well, count me in, boss. Count me in.
I knew we could count on you, Boochie.
I'm trying to say that Charlie Kirk's messaging and rhetoric was actually dangerous. And I'm
They're trying to find a way to put black people in it.
That's a good way to put it.
I can understand that then. Okay, go ahead.
And look, and I'm arguing Charlie Kirk's rhetoric wasn't even dangerous. Drill music rhetoric is dangerous because that's leading to more death than anything Charlie Kirk has ever said.
Native-born Americans, you better buy weapons, everybody. Have a lot of guns at your disposal. I would never leave your home without a weapon.
I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights.
We actually need looser gun laws because I think that free laws. Oh, yeah.
Charlie Kirk's rhetoric wasn't even dangerous. Drill music rhetoric is dangerous because that's leading to more death than anything Charlie Kirk has ever said.
He gets paid $200 for his appearance. He appears once a week That's $800 for 400,000 views. That's wild. Yo, but just say this, when I break it down, bust it down like that,
You're an idiot in life. That's what you are.
He says, come here, come here, come here. He's telling his daughter, come here. He yells out, she's gonna hold the camera. She's gonna hold the camera. We gonna do this tonight. So Brandon wanted to make it content. He was gonna bring his own daughter to his house to record.
You didn't succeed. You was in there talking about catching fades, trying to prove you was down. I ain't catching no fade to prove I'm down with nothing.
We all seen Brandon go on no jumper and call out any and everybody's fade.
You didn't succeed. You was in there talking about catching fades, trying to prove you was down. I ain't catching no fade to prove I'm down with nothing.
At least get paid for doing what you're doing. But just on the internet calling out fades for free for what? What are you trying to prove and who are you trying to prove it to? So that's the advice that I gave him. He ignored my advice. What did he do? The next week he went on there talking about, yeah, and Hefe this. I don't care if you ate Trey Hoover, this, that, and the third. I'm from Long Beach. Long Beach niggas don't take orders from LA, this and that, third. I'm like, damn, now you bringing the city into it.
But that's how stupid you are. You like a female, like an ignorant project female.
You're calling me a child, and you're literally about to fucking break down crying because of how mad you were.
So yes, he was actually about to start crying because of how upset he was. This is a child.
You could call your hardest nigga from wherever you from. I'ma say it to that nigga, he don't do shit.
But that's how stupid you are. You like a female, like an ignorant project female.
Oh, now see. I want to get your boy, man. I'm smoking. No, look. Oh, you want to smoke? I smoke a nigga.
Marcus Garvey said it best. The enemies are not so much from without as from within the race. Our biggest enemy's gonna come from within. The rugged, radical individualist who place their own personal desires over what's best for the group. I'm the coon. The man who would have said, let me see if I can figure out a way to get into Mexico and use this United States passport one more time to get to Africa and just live over there for cheap and see if there's a way for my family to send somebody I know over there some money so I can live. Radical individualist who place their own personal desires over what's best for the group.
You could call your hardest nigga from wherever you from. I'ma say it to that nigga, he don't do shit.
Your attorney said you were a bitch who only comes around when I ain't there.
That's true.
So we got your
But
bitch
you
ass
lost
documented.
in court today.
I won,
But
nigga,
you
because
lost today.
we got your bitch ass shit documented.
The day was mine.
No, it's
The
not.
securities don't smile at him.
You still a fat buster bitch.
Okay.
You use Chat GPT to debate gang members on the internet. You not smart, Brandon. You brought your teenage daughter with you to fight somebody that you got into it with off the internet. You not smart, Brandon. You pulled up to another man's property, private property, to fight him, and then you threatened to shoot this man on camera. You are not smart, Brandon. You get paid $800 for 400,000 views. You not smart, Brandon.
again, Boochie, you see how they do you up there. Kiwi Head don't like you. Josh be acting super passive aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Super passive aggressive. You could tell they don't like you, and you know that, Brandon. If you think about it in your head, right? You know that they don't like you, but you continue to go up there, and that's weird for me. I don't want to be anywhere where where they don't like me, where you'll just tolerate me for some views, because that's what's going on.
I really think only ignorant people think that you're smart, for real. I really think that you thought that the way that you articulate and enunciate the English dictionary was gonna get you a seat at the master's table, right? But that ain't work out because white folks don't want you. And you thought that blackity black shit was gonna work with niggas, right? But see, niggas don't want you either, homie. And now you just content on the internet, bro. Like, think about this, man. You 40 some years old, right? And it's cartoons on the internet about you, bro. You know, people call you Boochie, and you accept people calling you Boochie Bear, bro. Like, you accept people calling you Boochie, man. Like, do you think that you will ever outlive being Boochie? Like, please, like, somebody in the comments tell me, yo, do y'all think that Brandon will ever outlive being Boochie Bear? Now, Brandon, you are a married man with children, and you accept $200 for 100,000 views. Meanwhile, your own channel is struggling. Now, I think you are a house Negro, because only a house Negro will go and build up the master's house while their own house is falling apart. You can't even manage to get views on your own channel, but you bring in 100,000 views on your master's channel. And you rather go take that $200 for that 100,000 views than to be able to build your own channel up so you can make $200 yourself. You need the white man's exposure. Your blackness is for sale. Your black presence is for sale. Your black voice is for sale, and you sell that freely and willingly to a white man. And your only complaint is, so could you please take advantage of me more? I would let you take advantage of me more days a week if you would just give me $200.
The space to give a different representation of black men, and I succeeded at that. What are you gonna do?
You obviously are not in the black community. What works are you doing in the black community, my brother? Do you think that appearing on No Jumper is gonna move the black community forward, bro? Do you think that you appearing on No Jumper is gonna better the black experience for any black American? You must be crazy. You must be crazy. You did not go into No Jumper so you could better yourself. You did not go into No Jumper to paint a different light for black Americans. You went into No Jumper so you could line your pockets with green dollars from a white man, my black brother. Cut the bullshit, man. Cut the blackity black shit, man. Cut the blackity black shit, my brother. Because if you was really pro-black, you wouldn't sit on a white podcast and try to down other black men. That would not be on your agenda. Sitting on a white podcast and downing other black men would not be on your agenda if you wanted to shed light on a better black experience in America, my brother. It's cap. How can you be trying to set a better example for black males in America if you are over 40 with a head and a face full of gray hair? And the way that you resolve your altercations, the way that you resolve intense situations is to resort to violence. Let's catch a fade. I have not seen one time on the internet of Boochie Bear, Brandon from No Jumper getting into it with white men repeatedly and asking them to catch a fade, threatening violence upon any white people. Has anybody, I mean, if I'm wrong, let me know I'm wrong, because I'm not like Brandon, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to get on Chat GPT and try to prove myself right. You know, if I'm wrong, get in the comments and let me know. You know, like, have y'all seen this person that's so supposed to be so pro-black and so for the black community? Have y'all seen him asking any other race of people repeatedly over and over, let's catch a fade? You are a caricature of yourself, and you don't even know that. Like, every time somebody calls you Boochie, they are speaking directly to the caricature of you, and you are okay with that. You are a caricature, bro. Straight out.
Me and my niggas live that good life. Bring life, nigga. In the trap till the morning light.